This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and William Hill. Delighted today to be joined with Shabaz Masoud. How are you, mate? How's everything been with you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, mate. I'm just grafting away in it, just working hard.
I see you grafting away today. How's this year been for you, would you say? Obviously you had the Bateson win, which is a very good performance. You'd hopefully be kicking on from that. Have you been a bit frustrated, would you say?
It's been frustrating. I'm living in the gym, I'm training away, but there's a few issues we're going through, but it's can't really talk about it too much.
I was going to say though, because we was just talking earlier there and saying the key thing for any boxer is activity, and when it's things that are out of your hands and you can't really help it, it must be a frustrating thing for you. Where after the Bateson win, and after not even just the Bateson win, you talk about
my last 4 fights, been 3 stoppages. I fought in for Diego Ruiz, who just stopped Gamal fight. Like Gamal fought him on a big matchroom card. I boxed him on Phil Jeffrey's show in Newcastle on a small old show, and I played with him every round. It was easy work. Johan Boyo, he only ever been stopped once, and that was by Inoue. Inoue did him in 3. I got him out in 2. He won 43. Fought for a world title, former European champion, and he'd lost 6. But I was the only other guy after Inoue to get him out of there, and I did him quicker than Inoue as well. And then straight into the Bateson fight, and I believe if them performances were on TV, I'd be a superstar by now, but it's one of them.
I was going to say, is it a frustrating thing where you sometimes feel like you might not be getting the credit you deserve for how good your performance are? You want to be out there and you want to be getting as much exposure as you can, and you feel like you're not getting that?
100%. Like, I feel like, because obviously a lot of people aren't really seeing me because of the platforms I fought on. But if I was on TV, they'd think, wow, like, oh my gosh, especially the performances I put in. Like, boxing people who see me, they know what I'm about. Like, I made 50-50 fights. I make them look easy, and hard fights, I've just been walking through the park. It's like a walk in the park, you know what I mean? And it makes me feel like a bit of an underdog, and I've got something to prove. And I've always had something to prove, though, man. In boxing, I've always had something to prove, so...
How important, though, is patience in boxing and waiting for your opportunity? You say it's frustrating there, but is the patience important? I know you want it now, but keeping patient is also important.
You know what, there's being patient, but I've been patient for a long time, man. I'm working, and there's only so much patience you can have when you have to pay bills and you have to look after family. A lot of people don't know, but even we're not just fighters, we're people as well. We have bills to pay, we have families to look after, we have struggles of our own, and a lot of people don't see that side, especially like, it's just one of them. What can you say, innit?
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Because I was going to say, like, there's a lot of stuff that people don't see and stuff like that, and, you know, that must be the hard thing for you is, you know, people just see what people could see of you as a guy who's inactive, but there's a lot more, you know what I'm saying, but say if people say, oh, there's no fight date, but I wasn't saying in a rude way, but I'm saying...
You know what's funny? Like, I was on Twitter yesterday, oh, you need to be fighting 4 times a year, 3 times a year, keep active. And I just laugh. I'm like, I'm in the gym all year. Yeah. What do you think I want to do? Yeah. Cool. It's out of my hands, you know what I mean?
And that's what I was saying. I wasn't saying you're inactive, but I say people on the outside will look at and say, oh, he's an active boxer, but deep down, you know, there's some deeper rooted issues in that, and it must be frustrating where you feel like you can't, you know, your hands are tied in a way. Would you say?
Yeah, it's, like I said, I can't really talk about it, and it's one of them. It's like every time someone asks me now in the last 6 months, like, people ask me, when you next fighting? I just look at them and laugh and like, I don't know. Like, it's crazy, innit? Like, a fighter should know, but don't really know. But
well, I mean, well, obviously this year we were just talking about a big fight between Stephen Fulton. You just talked about the guy who stopped Inoue. We just talking there about Stephen Fulton versus Naoya Inoue. Inoue sort of chasing greatness at super bantamweight. We got to talk about that fight. We both shared our predictions, but what are we saying about that fight? A massive one, even in Japan as well.
Amazing fight, two of the best, and I think Fulton. I don't think Inoue's fought anyone of Fulton's caliber. I think he can do it, but it's tactically you got to be right on the night as well. So anything can happen. But I'd go, if I had to put my last penny on it, it'd be Fulton.
Oh, Shabaz, I appreciate your time, mate. I appreciate sort of me coming down and chatting to you, man. It's been good. And hopefully, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Top man, thank you for your time, bro.